I'm often asked, what's the most important race in Australia? And there's one, the Golden Slipper.
If you look back at the honour roll of the Golden Slipper, horses like Masqué, Vane, Todman, Flying Spur, Danzero, Canny Lad, Piero, Rory's Jester, just to name a sprinkling of Golden Slipper winners. It's the most amazing stallion-making race.
So we've had the Bloodstock Agency set up here in Sydney for 11 years now, and in the last 9 years we set up a colt partnership where we get like-minded people together to invest and pool their funds together in buying yearling colts to go on and race with the best trainers in Australia, targeting the best races and try and turn those into stallion prospects. The number one race on our agenda that lives in our head all year from those yearling sales right through is the Golden Slipper. There is no race in Australia and arguably the world where a stallion can be worth more money than winning the Golden Slipper.
The Golden Slipper is not only the most important two-year-old race in Australia, it's the most important two-year-old race on the planet. It's a race that creates our future stallions, and the strike rate of success out of the Golden Slipper to develop future stallions is like no other race in the world.
Why is the Golden Slipper so important in Australian breeding? I'll tell you exactly why. Because the horse that gets there and gets into the race has to have speed. He has to be tough and he has to be able to cope with pressure. And all those three things culminate in them being great horses, even if they don't win the Slipper. And each of them, as you can see, over the years of breeding, become champion stallions, great mares. It's just, you know, we breed for speed in Australia. People might say, oh, we'd love to breed staying horses, but our forte, our ace up our sleeve is speed. And the Golden Slipper emulates exactly that, exactly what Australia's all about. Youth, speed, vitality and strength, mental and physical.
What the Golden Slipper does for a colt's career is phenomenal. It's the most talked about race for two-year-olds. It's the most talked about race for stallions in Australia. And it's all because the record of them at stud is just extraordinary. So everyone wants to get involved, everyone wants to breed to them, and everyone wants to ride that wave because the chance of them being good stallions is very, very high.
I think the Golden Slipper, one of the things that fascinates me about the race is you see a very similar cluster of trainers win the race year in, year out. You know, the Waterhouses, Cummingses, Hawkeses, Snowdens, Freedmans. There's no coincidence that these training dynasties win the race consecutively and time again. It's a very, very hard race for a trainer to peak a horse in. It takes the greatest training performance to win the race. It takes an exceptional ride to win the race, and it takes an exceptional horse to win the race.
What's the magic of training Golden Slipper winners? And the magic is keeping your eye on them all the time, your foot on the accelerator, not too fast, not too slow. So you just have to be very aware of them and how they're ebbing and flowing, how their coats look, how they look in the eye. Are they losing weight? Are they putting on weight? All those little things.
Yeah, Capitalist came along in our first year of the JHB Colt partnership, and it was a dream come true. It didn't miss a beat. He came out, he won the Breeders' Plate, he won the Magic Millions. He was a hot favourite for the Golden Slipper for a long time, and to get that result with all that built-up anticipation from the previous October is extraordinary.
We were fortunate enough to be involved in the ownership of both Capitalist and Stay and Sale when they won the Golden Slippers, and they were two of the greatest days of my life. Capitalist, a horse that it was very early days at Newgate, and to be involved in the Golden Slipper winner that's now become such an important stallion for the farm, that was life-changing, really life-changing for me and the farm.
I had this wonderful horse called Danzero, and he came out and won the Golden Slipper. And in that year he beat Savabeel, Fastnet Rock, Charge Forward, all for the next 20-odd years, the great stallions of Australia and New Zealand.
Really is the best of the best. They gather here at Rose Hill and battle out over 1,200 metres in what is always an incredible race.